Thunder versus Malfurion.
My beloved children.
My dear Malfurion.
Definitely want to keep the cleric.
Is someone injured?
Well, double Sandbinder maybe isn't too bad.
Right away.
Looks like it's going to be a couple turns before I can do something productive. Could make another cleric, but that doesn't really seem great. So I think I'm just going to pass. And then we'll go Sandbinder into Sandbinder, most likely. I could try to hold the Sandbinders until I find one of my elementals. So that way I would be guaranteed to get all three of them after I draw the first one. Well, I was going to say that's probably not worth it. But it looks like that's what's happening anyway, because I happened to draw a Radiant Elemental that turn. Alright, Oaken Summons into an Ironwood Golem. Probably just Taunt Druid if I'm guessing at this point. Shadowward Pain's pretty good into that guy. But I think I'm just going to go Sandbinder pass for now.
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
Well, that's not good.
Is someone injured?
Crumble! Crumble!
I have one Shadowward Death in the deck. Eight cards in hand. I can take the card here. I think there's a pretty good chance I'm just going to have to Scream next turn, so maybe I don't mind healing this guy up. I'll take the card while I can get it. If I don't mind letting the Lich King live for just one more turn, I can kill it with Shadow Reaper Anduin. I have 10 cards in hand, so I do have to play something. I guess if I'm planning to Anduin this, I could just go ahead and Shadowward Pain here. Even go for the Shadow Visions. Maybe I pick up the Death. Or even just hitting like a Divine Spirit or an Inner Fire could be good.
What is illusion?
I think Psychic Scream is just too good for his Hadronox turns. I'm going to try to avoid playing it here. Silences are good against Hadronoxes and cubes. But I do have the Scream. I think I'm just going to take the Power Word Shield, try to draw into stuff that kills him.
Fluffy! Snuggles! Fetch!
This Dragon Hatcher is problematic. I think I'm just going to stick with the Anduin for now. This thing might force me to Scream next turn. Hopefully not, though. Does he have another dragon in deck? He does. Let's see what I can pick up off this. Another Scream is probably what I am looking for here. Yeah, the third Scream makes me feel better about using a first. That's scary. I'm just gonna have to go ahead and Scream again this turn, unfortunately. I did find an Inner Fire. So I've got, what, 5, 7, 14, 28 damage. With the Stormwind Knight double Radiant Elemental. That's going to be a 9 mana turn, so I won't be able to Hero Power in the same turn. Which means I need to start pinging him. What does this get me?
Darkness
Cleric,
speaks to me.
Sandbinder, one of those two, I believe. Well, I think for now it's just Scream.
Shadows grow short.
If he somehow doesn't play a taunt here, or maybe even if he does, I might just try to go in on a Stormwind Knight next turn. He can't have had too many taunt minions die. Two is still strong. Ooh, the Mass Dispel was so good here. Still have a Psychic Scream in the deck, but he's just always gonna have taunts in the way, isn't he? Alright, I guess I'm just trying to make a Lyra play. Well, I've seen one naturalize, so maybe this Lyra will stick. Alright. Thank God I found that Shadow Word Death. Ugh. I guess he had enough Death Knight cards that was pretty likely. Show me some Witching Hours, come on. Cube is okay, I guess. Man, it is going to be tough to win from here. Well, maybe not. I have some Resurrect effects. And try to find Lyra. This finds Lyra, what, 75% of the time? I think I'm just going to try to make a 5/5 here. Let's go ahead and revive something too. I can do both. Lyra's good, obviously. It's almost impossible for me to make another dragon. I think I'll just pass here. These cheap spells are actually pretty good. Not for what they actually do, but for supporting the Dragon Soul. Oh my god. He had such good Death Knight cards. But I guess he did have 4 of them. He was bound to have good ones. Where are we at on this? Cast 1 more to upgrade. Am I okay getting only 3 out of this? I think I am. Well, I don't know. Kind of a shame, because even if I get the Lyra here, which is what I was hoping for, I just Frostmourns it. I'm gonna try to get 4 out of it, I think. So I'll just play some other spells this turn.
The shadows grow short.
9 cards in hand, so probably don't want to play Devour Mind yet. I'll just burn this, I suppose. So I only need to cast 2 more to fully upgrade this. Man, how do I even just beat this card? Psychic Scream, I guess. Don't want to Scream yet. I'm just gonna make a 5/5 here, I guess. Pretty inefficient use of those spells. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna Scream this board, and then try to Spellstone him the following turn. Hopefully that ends up working out. It's a shame I can't play the Witching Hour without a target, because I could actually make a 5/5 here. Alright. Do this and then try to use next turn to win the game. All things considered, that's a pretty weak turn. Do I copy the Radiant Elemental or the Lyra? I guess the Lyra, right? Because I need the Lyra to win the game. Well, it's only gonna have 1 health. I don't have a way to heal it. We're just going off with Radiant Elementals, I think.
Almost out of cards.
I'm going all in on this Lyra. I'm not too worried about fatigue, I don't think.
Out of cards.
Do I want to play the Silence?
The shadows grow
It's just a pretty good card at this point, right? So I'm gonna keep it. Alright, pretty good turn. I played 7 minions. He still has a naturalized, doesn't he? I guess that's what I'm worried about, but even then, he's spent a lot of his mana this turn. I have 3 5/5s. Got a swipe, got void form. Maybe I can get there. Looks like that's the naturalized. No, spellstone. There's no way he can actually deal 18 damage to it, is there?
I can see.
Oh my god. Holy crap. Lyra's a hell of a card.
Randa versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury. Elune, give me strength.
I think I keep the minions. Second cleric may or may not be good.
None will survive. Is someone injured?
I have a pretty good hand so far. But Odd Rogue is not really a Dragon Soul matchup, I don't think.
Is someone right away?
I think I'll play a second cleric instead of Divine Spiriting the first one. Going Deadly Poison. That's kind of a bummer. Do I ever Divine Spirit this instead of playing Dragon Soul? I think I will.
Right away.
I just don't see the Dragon Soul being that useful against Odd Rogue. Make a 6/6. Could kill this, but then he could just kill it with his weapon, but at least this guy dies. Could just let these 2 hits go into my cleric and play a Sandbinder, but then I guess his weapon can just kill my Sandbinder.
I wonder.
I guess if I'm playing Inner Fire, I can just heal this back up.
Right away.
Alright, let's go for it.
Right away.
How good is Anduin in this matchup? Kills like Scalebane, things buffed by Fungal Mancer, Hench Clan Thugs. I guess I don't mind drawing the Anduin. A little bit early though.
This guy's toast.
Okay, at least I forced out the SI7 agent instead of like a Vicious Fledgling or something here. So, Cold Blood, Deadly Poison. I've already seen one Deadly Poison, thankfully. Oh, actually Deadly Poison's sick with Dragon Soul.
I will show you fear.
Hit a Lyra. So since I don't have a Radiant Elemental, if I'm going to make a 5/5 next turn, this has to hit a 1 mana spell, which it usually does, and I have to draw another really cheap spell. I do have 4 pretty cheap spells in the deck, but it's not super likely. But it's not like I'm using the Cold Blood or the Deadly Poison this turn anyway. I think I'll hold on to it. I guess I'm just gonna go for a Stormwind Knight this turn. Can't make a 5/5. If I play Lyra, it's just gonna die to a 3/1 SI7 agent and the weapon, which is pretty terrible. Okay. Given that I already drew my Lyra, there was nothing too scary he could get there. have a spellstone, but it's not very upgraded.
The light protects me.
I have what? Cleric, Sandbinder, and the Stormwind Knight. Let's hopefully make a 5/5 here, I guess. Start with this. Cold Blood, so I need to try to find something playable here. Take the Scream. Does it make sense to Cold Blood one of his guys to make a 5/5? Probably not, is my instinct. Although if I Cold Blood this guy, and he tries to ignore my 5/5, I can Anduin. Doesn't seem that great. I think I'm just gonna pass. Eating 4 damage this turn seems really shitty. I think I just have to Scream here. Am I getting close on the Spellstone? One more. Is that his whole turn? Okay, so his hand is like Cold Blood, Leroy, Baku, Double Vile Spine or something. So basically I should be really afraid of Leroy damage. And I want to kill this in case it's not Leroy, just to protect from Cold Bloods. I don't have a way to kill it though currently. See if I can find a Shadow Word Pain or something. Mind Control's trash. Shadow Word Pain, nice. Even get to make a 5/5 here. I'm dead to Leroy Double Cold Blood, but I was dead to that last turn, I believe. No, he wouldn't have had mana for the dagger. So I wasn't quite dead to that. Oh right, I forgot that he had a couple cards from my deck. Vile Spine, sure. Fully expected. So Sandbinder finds a Radiant Elemental. I guess I could go Sandbinder, Radiant plus Devour Mind. But then I can't deal with this. I can't afford to take the 3 damage here. I can play this, resurrect 3 friendlies. I've lost a dragon, a Sandbinder, cleric, and the Stormwind Knight. So 75% of the time this gives me a charger that I can kill this with. Also lets me heal up, which is nice. Could just play it safe and Mind Control this 3/4. Mind Control never really gets any better. I really don't hate the 75% odds on this though. And it's so much stronger if it works. Okay, luckily he got some pretty terrible cards from that Thought Steal. My man goes face. And a Fledgling. I could trade here, push 7 damage, set him to 16, heal myself, play Shadow Reaper Anduin. This guy dies. There's no way I'd be able to kill him next turn. So I think the play is just going to be play stuff, heal up, kill his Fledgling. As long as I dodge the Leroy here. Don't mind the Tar Creeper. I believe I have exact lethal with Mind Control or Mass Dispel. 3, 5, 7, 12, 14, 16.